Good morning, I am Weird Heather. Happy Easter and welcome to my indoor garden because that's where we are starting off today. It's been ages since I've showed you any of my indoor plants, so let's get started. Over here we have, my aloe vera forest. These are desperately in need of repotting. I swear, I could start a nursery just selling aloe plants alone. How many? There must be like 1 million in there. And then, of course, I have a smaller one as well. Crazy. These things really do grow crazily. Just over there in their little corner. Now this one, this is my tomato start, well, that I overwintered. So it's looked pretty dead most of the winter ever since the leaves fell off. I mean, you can see all those white bits where roots are trying to grow along the stem. So it is trying to grow and I believe it will come back. It just needs a little time and a little love. But the fact that I managed to keep a tomato alive since last year over winter, just in my little bathroom, that's kind of cool to me because I didn't know I could do that. So I have, this was once a healthy, thriving bead of pearls plant. You can see it now has the tag "I will survive" in it, and that is desperately what I am trying to get it to do. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on the top at the moment. I'm hoping it will grow out. It looked like it was dying, so in a bid to try and save it, I chopped off the bits that were still green and put them on soil to try and grow some to try and grow the cuttings. Now I've got a bit of a hit and miss success rate with cuttings. There are some things like tomatoes that just want to live so badly that I know I can have success 98% of the time, but other things, nah. But I mean, they look like they're doing okay so far. I mean, this has got like a random pepper seed in or something, but that's one of them. And I've got like 4 of these little cuttings pots. I've also got this. This is my ricotta chili. So these were my weird peppers, the ones with the purple flowers and the black seeds. So really cool. This is starting to look really, really healthy. Kind of dripping water all over my bathroom floor at the moment because these have not long been watered. Smart plan. This one is hot rod. It's a type of chili that has a variegated leaves, which, can you just see that? How there's those white patches on the leaves just at the bottom. And yes, I know that's a tiny pot, it needs repotting rather quickly. I've got another one of those ricottas. And then, of course, I've got my lucky bamboo. Although, I don't really know just how lucky it is. Also, my cute little spider plant up there. My spider plant. They make babies. So I basically got it because I thought it'd be easy to propagate. So that's our lot for the bathroom. So let's move on to the little bedroom and see what's lurking in there. So over here we have my peppers, which I legitimately thought were dead until a couple of days ago. So I gave them one last chance. I watered them. I was like, I'll give them a little more time. And then they're going on the compost pile if they do not improve. Got a candy cane red F1 variety. So this one actually has variegated foliage as well, like the hot rod in the bathroom. This one is a sweet pepper variety. And this one is Mini Bell chocolates. And you can see they've all got new growth on. But a couple of days ago, these were just dead looking twigs. So let that be a lesson to you. Never throw away a plant without giving it water and time first, because sometimes the most dead looking of plants can actually make a full recovery. They're just waiting for a little bit more heat and a little bit warmer conditions before they pop back into life. Ready then, onto the kitchen. So here we have a random chilli that I bought last year at the garden centre because it looked pretty. Here, this is so cool. My sister sent me this, she got it at Halloween. It's a skull planter and it's one of these grass head things, which he has a most unruly haircut, he really does. But what I might do, I might cut off the grass and then stick some chives in there and grow him some chives, because at least they're edible. And they still look like grass, let's be real. This little beauty is my Venus flytrap. And this is great for pest control. I've been feeding it slugs and everything. So loving that at the moment. This one, I've got no clue what it is, but I like the look of it at a garden centre, so I bought it. Over here at the back there, I've got an avocado stone, trying to grow another avocado tree. I've got a sweet potato in some water there, in an attempt to grow sweet potato slips. Not seen anything so far, but you never know, I might get lucky. Over here, I've got my TPS, true potato seed, which may need repotting quite soon because it's starting to look a bit straggly in there. And this one is my chia seeds, which, yeah, I have one solitary chia seedling. Then I have the plants that I very rarely actually remember to water. I've got some kind of succulent that my friend brought me just there. This is the pot of pain. It's got 3 cacti in, and I put them in there so that I could actually move them around without getting those teeny little hairs lodged in my skin, which is very annoying. This beautiful thing, this beautiful thing, this. I think this is Tradescentia, and this actually makes this big long trailing plant. Got the purple underside of the leaves, and I love it. I think it's really beautiful. This is my Percy pig succulent. It's not doing too well. A couple of the underlying leaves had started to rot, so I just pulled them off. So it's just growing back there. Got a nice little old man cactus there for you. I don't know why I keep buying cactuses. They're just a health hazard. I love the pinky hues on this. It's just such a beautiful coloration. It really is very lovely. This is my lemongrass, which I actually need to water, so I would do that in a second. Have I got anything else down here? Let's have, yes, that's my zebra Hawathia, just there. Another cactus and another cactus. Why do I have so many cactuses? How many does one girl need? And stepping out into the outdoors now, which is a much better lighting out here. Got a couple of things to show you. So get started over here with some of the tulips that have been opening up. And all kinds of colours here now. Got these pinky ones. Oh, that's quite nice. The purple with, well, purpley pinky, but with the white edging. That's really nice. Quite like that. Oh, my beautiful scented daffodils. I love these, love them. Over here, one of my allium flowers, you can see, is trying to pop out of its protective cover there. Oh, and check out the comfrey. It's getting huge. Damn, that plant is going to be a monster. So one thing I didn't realise was one of the pots back here that I told you was my Jerusalem artichokes actually wasn't. I was looking at it the other day and I was like, those are potato leaves. Which means that this pot right here is actually my potatoes. Yay, they're growing again, which is very cool. In here, I have a mixture of potatoes and Jerusalem artichokes because I had nowhere else to put them, so I just put them in the same container. It was just some supermarket spuds that had to sprout. They were a bit past the point where I wanted to be eating them, really. So just stick them in the soil and see what happens. See, these were supposed to be Gothic purple. Those were the ones that it showed on the pack, the picture in the pack, the bulbs that I bought. I'm really starting to think that you just cannot trust the pictures on the packs when you are buying bulbs. Just last year I ended up with dahlias that looked nothing like the picture on the pack. And now the same is happening again with my tulips. So I'm going to have to learn. They are not like seed packets. You should have a healthy scepticism when you are buying bulbs that they will actually turn out and look like what's on the pack. I got myself 2 new planters. There's one there, there's one up there. This one, I put some of my sprouting white onion bulbs in. So they are dotted around in there. These were, because they're quite deep, they were £6 each from B&M. If you are in the UK, get your butt down to B&M and you can pick up some of these lovely planters. I think they're 70 centimetres long, which is not bad, and they're deep enough for carrots and stuff, so yay, bargain. Got a new kind of daffodil open. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's like if a daffodil and a rose had a baby. Beautiful. So beautiful. Looks like these tulips really are going to be white and green, which is so cool. Gosh, I love these daffodils though. It's like a contrasting back petals and like the cup. I do love that. Oh, my weeds are doing well. Got a dandelion just about to open up there. So I went out and I basically planted a whole bunch of seeds in here. This is going to be my flower bed to keep the bees happy. They're going to live up there, hopefully, or at least lay eggs or whatever they do. Obviously it's just full of random garlic and weeds at the moment, but hopefully there will be flowers there at some point. Cat, what on earth are you doing? He's found a little bit of string there on the floor, if you can see it, and he's obviously decided that he needs to kill that. Oh, he's a beautiful cat though. Beautiful, but hard to get hold of. Got another one of these little rose daffodil things. Oh, I love these so much. And all the regular daffodils there. My weeds on the wall up here. My beautiful daffodils, yay. Got my purple succulent up there. My daffodil pot. This is an iris. It's got a succulent there. Another succulent up there as well, because it gets really hot up here and these dry out like so fast. So the only plants really that are going to tolerate being up here are dandelions or, you know, succulents. Over here though, let me show you this plant that I completely neglected to show you last time. How cool is this? It's got black leaves. It's like total goth plant. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's just, oh, so cool. So the name of this plant, Ophiopogon niger. I tell you what, I'm just gonna like put it on the screen, and then if it's something that you're interested in, then you can just go buy it. But how cool is this? It's, oh, it's got a little baby in there. Even cooler. I can propagate. So I've started my salad bowls up. I've planted them all with salad seeds. Now that we're getting towards warmer weather, I planted my red vein sorrel in here because that's a perennial. And ideally, what I'm going to end up with is like an all seasons mix. That's the plan for these two. I mean, I've got all kinds of stuff in here. I've got mustards, rocket, spinach. The idea is there'll always be something in leaf when other stuff's going to flower and reseeding in here. I eat a lot of salad, so, and I remember last year when I was eating one of my first lunches where I'd grown like all of the salad stuff that was in there, and it's, oh, I felt so proud. It really is a great feeling to be eating a meal that mostly consists of things that you have grown. It's just, it feels so good. It's just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. It just, oh, it really is a great feeling. Got some new growth on my osteospermums as well, because these are another thing that basically came back from the dead. Because do you see how this is all dead looking and horrible? Well, basically that's exactly what this looked like last week, but now it's getting all these green leaves growing on it, and it's like, oh, yay, it's coming back to life. I mean, don't get me wrong, most of them still do look dead, but even on this one, look, it's all dead at the top, but then you come down to the base and you've got new leaves sprouting up. So it is coming back to life. Possibly these ones will do the same. I don't know, we'll see. I do love that, how plants can surprise you. It's crazy to think really of how many plants I've thrown away, like at the end of summer when they're done flowering and they're starting to look dead like this. And I've just threw them on the compost pile or thrown them in the bin. And to think that they could have actually come back to life. It kind of makes me think, oh, I wish I'd known that back then. Garden cat's coming over. Hey kitty. Oh, he might be about to stay. Meow. Oh, are you being Jungle Explorer cat? He's like, yes, yes I am. You know, I do love spring. It's like this season of hope. It's like all the things that look dead and gone are just all bursting back into new leaf, and, you know, flowers are popping up, and I'm starting to see bees again. Unfortunately starting to see wasps again also, but if they're the only pollinators out there, then I guess I just got to take what I got. But yeah, it's the season of hope and new life, and I suppose it's particularly appropriate to be talking about hope and new life, given that today is Easter. It's Easter Sunday. So happy Easter to everybody. do love my garden. I do. And yes, my heart is dreaming of the mini farm, of course. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate what I have right now. Because what I have right now, right here, is still beautiful. And it's still lovely. And it still makes me smile when like a new bud pops up or like a new leaf. It's like, it's alive. And that gets me excited. And this is why I have to film these videos like really early. Because aside from there's less noise, also there's less neighbours to observe me talking really high-pitched and excitedly about plants. Because they already think I'm mental. I mean, they hear me singing Disney songs at the top of my voice through the wall. So, you know, they already think I'm mental. Talking to the plants, I'm sure, is just the next logical step for a mad woman. Thank you for hanging out with me today. See you all in the next one. Bye.